Good morning everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm very happy to see you guys today. I hope you're doing well. And today is beautiful overcast day. I think we're also gonna have a rain today later. So I grabbed my camera and wanted to do this video while Lily's stuff still have their bloom. This is only beginning. This is only beginning of my blooms. I wanted to do some updates on my Gara. Gara do beautiful. It's sending all this new green growth, which will be ending up in a bloom. Now, by design, these two are not supposed to be here. They're supposed to be over there. So when they're done blooming, I need to be moving them in that side of a flower bed. I already did a video about these red lilies, beautiful, gorgeous. They're even open more today. This is east side, and on the east side they're growing much better. They're because they have more sun and they're just loving it. It's life, very beautiful. But today I want to show you my white ones, and it's only beginning. It's only beginning, guys, how they start blooming. But I want to share with you. So this side, it has the most sun on this flower bed because we have here these two trees that cast shade on that side. So that's why I wanted to do video to show you how they're blooming. So name of these white lilies is eyeliner lily. I purchased them about quite a few years ago, but an original place where I was planting them, it wasn't in front of my border, it was kind of in the back over here. And when I planted them, first year when they came up, they all was leaning that way, big huge angle, because they want to have as much as possible sun. Lilies do want to have as much as possible sun. So if they don't have enough, they will start leaning like crazy. So yeah, after that year I dig them out and I plant them here in front. And last year then their each bulb was have only 1 to 2 flower bulb, just like this one. It has only 2, you see. But if I count this one, let's count how many here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 flower buds on one bulb. It's amazing. Oh, look at one more imposter. Let's need to go in there. It's kind of remind me like Alice in Wonderland, you know, like white roses was painted red. So this is like my white lilies painted red, kind of cute. Last year I planted, and there was, like I said, only 1 to 2 flowers, and it was still very impressive. White color and such a big color flower, it's very impressive. You can see from far away. Let me back up. And because it's so massive, flower is so massive. Let me stand in the edge of the road. I know I'm backing up. You see that? Look at that. This is very impressive. So yeah, white color is very impressive, and look very far. You can spot it from far. This side is only started to open up. It's kind of like green before the white storm is coming, but I'm enjoying it. Now let me show you this one. What all happened? What all was started? It started with this one bulb. This one bulb. Let's see how many on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Only 12, but this is how all this story began. I think I bought like 3 of them, order online, and this is only one survived, and it's been here for the past, like, I don't know, 4 years, and slowly it is multiplying. And look at this one. It's imposter. It's you go over there. Well, sometimes I think it's kind of cute when some other color is popping in, but kind of whole idea have all white. Now these guys, kind of young one, and it's babies, so they're much more smaller size. So that's why they're smaller. But look at how pretty it is. Isn't it pretty? I work a little bit on this flower bed. I add Gara over here, then I add white echinacea, And I'm toying with the idea to plant purple heart. Did a little bit like over here. Of course it's only a few stems, but yeah, kind of toying with the idea to put purple heart, because purple heart will be purple no matter what. It will be purple the whole season. So some of them, this one is kind of for some reason rotten. You need maybe pull them out and plant absolutely new ones. That's the good thing, that I have quite a few purple hearts, so I can plant so that I can pull stems out and propagate them pretty fast. So, but yeah, first season new propagated purple heart don't look too awesome. It will look absolutely amazing next year. So what did I do different this year with these lilies in my this front garden, besides that lilies blooming here for the second year? Of course, the longer they're staying, like I said, in the same place, the bigger they will grow and the more flower buds will be on them. But what I did different this year, let me show you. I use different fertilizer. So I am beginning in the garden. I own a garden for the past 7 years, and every year I learn more and more new stuff. So in the past, usually I've been using this fertilizer, and it's a good one. I mean, it's organic, that's important. But you know, honestly, for flowers, because we're not eating them too much, so I think flowers don't really care about if it's organic or not organic. But let me show you something. So this one, it has number 3, 4, and 3. 3, 4, and 3, it is nitrogen, phosphorus, and last one is potassium. So first number is answer for leaves and how tall and fast the plant will grow. Second one is answering for roots and the buds. And last one is for disease and overall plant health. So in the past, this is what I've been using. This year, I went in the Walmart and I couldn't find this one, and I'm like, okay, I need fertilizer. I need to fertilize my plants. I found these two. One is this Expert Garden Organic, and I'll look at number 3, 5, and 6. 3, 5, and 6 is bigger than 3, 4, and 3. And then I found this one. It just says Expert Gardener and number 12, 10, and 5. I'm like, okay, they're about same size, same price, lower numbers, higher numbers. And I'm like, I'll just grab a higher numbers. Okay, I didn't pay attention. This one is a fertilizer. Yes, it is not organic fertilizer. So because it has higher numbers, it's not organic fertilizer. And another thing, you know, this one is not a bad one. And don't forget, this is totally for roses. Roses do not need this kind of fertilizer. I mean, this one is okay, but roses, because it's perennial and it's what it's called, woody perennial, it don't need fast growing, it don't need tall growing. All what it needs buds growing. So this is perfectly good for roses, yes. But I was thinking this, what I'm growing here in front of my garden is the perennials that are not woody stems, and maybe I'll try this one. So this is what I try on my bulbs and my whole this front garden this year. This is what it is, and this what I thinking it's what helped them grow very tall and lots of buds. Maybe I'm wrong, but this is what I put in the spring all over my lily bulbs. This is exactly what I put, and plus I add some organic what it's called, compost I got from Lowe's, not Lowe's, Home Depot, and I spread a little bit around too. So I think this is 3 factors that was helping my lilies grow big. Number 1, this was second time they're in the same spot. Number 2, it was I add organic compost. It has some cow manure in it. And number 3, I used much higher fertilizer in it. So let me show you what it's looking inside. So this is how the one look like that is not organic. You see those blue pellets, and this is what it's look organic one. It's all the way brown. When I put them these pellets I was put on the ground, and I watered it. As soon as I done fertilizing, I watered them down so that way they go in the soil and not linger on top. When I first put it in, I'm like, it's weird, it's blue, because for some reason I usually was using organic, and I knew about inorganic one. It's kind of like what's it, Miracle Grow green one, when you're mixing up with it's soluble inorganic fertilizer, when you're mixing up with water and then you spray at the ground. When I was going to start gardening, I didn't know first you have to water flowers and only then put that fertilizer. So it was my first year when I did that, I burned a lot of my plants. And I didn't know that first you have to put water in and only then you put that inorganic fertilizer. Other way you will burn your foliage. You can burn your foliage and you can burn your roots if you do right on a dry kind of dirt. So that was my mistake, and now since then I was staying away from inorganic fertilizers. So when I was start putting this on, I'm like, that's weird, it's blue. And then I'm like, it didn't say organic on the bag. Duh. Well, yeah, I feel really silly and kind of not so much. But lots of my flowers love this fertilizer. My lilies loving it. My blue salvia loving it. This salvia is what is it, 5 feet tall. My gladiolus is 5 feet tall too. So all of them love this fertilizer. Let me show you something that absolutely didn't love this fertilizer. My Shasta daisies. My banana cream Shasta daisy died. This is all what I have left. I have all this spot was filling up with Shasta daisies. This one is a regular white one, like from store. When I put that fertilizer in, some of them went on the leaves and some went on the ground. But thing is, I've got weeds here. Thing is, even when I was watering down, my Shasta daisy died. All this spot is died. It didn't like fertilizer, and I don't understand if it's because it was organic fertilizer or Shasta daisy don't want to fertilize at all. I don't know, guys. If you have any idea what really happened, please let me know, because I do like Shasta daisies. This is banana cream by Proven Winners, but yeah, it's killed. It's literally killed. It was kind of like it was burned, and immediately it's turned black and rotten, and it was gone. That's it. Like in a matter of days. I never saw before any plants doing that. I'm like, oh my gosh, what did I do? Yeah, totally killed my Shasta daisy spot here. But I did fertilize the Gara. This Gara loving it. It started growing in. It's absolutely loving it. And so this impatience, I will be also fertilizing with that high fertilizer inorganic one, because for impatient to grow and bloom so profusely, it's need higher fertilizer. So that's what I'm gonna do to this plant pretty soon, maybe even today in a different video, so to show you guys, because some of you have been asking what do I fertilizer. My fairy garden doing good. I'm very happy I put it together, this fairy garden. It's just make me feel like a little girl. And my little girl loved that too. It's just so cute. If you didn't see this video, please go back and watch that video. Very cute. So yeah, that's about fertilizer. Now let's return back to our lilies. Lily is a toxic plant. Especially eastern lilies. If you have cats and you bring eastern lily in a house and they're licking, what it's called, I'm forgetting what it's called. If they're licking this, oh my gosh, this pollen, there you go, this pollen with their paw and eating up, they can die immediately, like within a day. You even wouldn't know what hit your cat. So that's why lots of times I see warning about lilies and your animals. I saw on Facebook one puppy was chewing on a lily plant, and everybody immediately says you better take your puppy to a vet because maybe he chewed some bad parts and some went inside, and your puppy will be gone too. So please pay attention to your animals if you have one. I grown these lilies. I didn't know about this, honestly, that lily toxic plant, and I've been growing all these 7 years, and my cat's never touching it, my dog's absolutely never touching it, so I'm growing it. But if you have something like that and something happen, please be aware of it. It's better be kind of alert and know what's causing it, rather than be, don't thinking about that. So yeah, there are absolutely lots of different types of lilies. There are trumpet lily, eastern lily, Asiatic lily, oriental lily, tree lily. This one is a Asiatic lily. I do want to try other ones except for eastern lily. I don't want to try eastern lily. I don't want to bring that kind of trouble in my garden for sure. But yeah, so lots of lilies types, and but yeah, I just want to show you guys this little part, how it's only starting it. Like I said, all that will be white, and I cannot wait to see that because it will be absolutely phenomenal. Now this spring I planted 2 types of bulbs, absolutely new for me. I already did a video on one of them, and it's already almost done blooming. Let me find it. Here's look at last. So this one is, I think it's a Nettie's Pride lily. They're very small, so what I'm gonna do pretty soon, I'm gonna dig them out so I'm not gonna lose them and move them somewhere in front of a flower bed, because they're absolutely small size, much smaller size than my white ones. And so this was one type, and then I think I planted another white lily. Sorry, I don't remember the name of it. White lily, yes. And this is their and you see I have only two buds on it, on each one, and they're kind of going down. Wow, hanging down, look at. So they're not blooming yet, but I kind of really worry about, they're not getting too much sun. They're kind of shaded by these big ones. So actually in the past when I was checking on them, I didn't saw them, and I'm like, oh, okay, so I guess they're died. They're not gonna bloom for me this year. But yeah, now I'm seeing it. Some kind of other white lilies will be really exciting to see them. Now this is pink one, is echinacea, and this echinacea is old varieties, was given me by my friend, garden friend. She gave it to me, and she was growing them from the seed. So this one, when they're done blooming, if I crush seeds and spread them, they will grow from the seeds. This is the difference. In the past, I was thinking they're all same, and I bought quite a few echinaceas from a store. Well, those particular echinaceas do not have seeds. They're sterile. All what they're doing is only blooms. So you cannot really seed them, and they're separating or growing too slow. But these guys, they're seed themselves, and they're spreading out fast. So if you want echinacea that will be spread out pretty fast and seed themselves, you need to plant something from a seed, and then you'll be having it. Now usually when seeds fall down in the fall, next spring it's only plant. You will see only small plant and leaves, and that's it. It's rarely blooming on the first year. First year it's kind of putting all energy into it growing, but after that, whoo, it will not stop blooming. It will be blooming for you the whole summer, and it's growing tall. The more you fertilize it, the more water you give and sun, oh, it's gonna grow 5 feet easily. And this is one of the plants that love hot sun, that love humid weather. Just, it's like manna from the heaven for gardener here in the North Texas. I didn't like it in the beginning, echinacea. I don't know why. I think it's something from my childhood. I just for some reason didn't like it. But when I started gardening here in the North Texas and figured out that this is the best plant to grow here, I'm like, you my friend, I love you. So yes, it's now one of my #1 favorite plant. And look at this is zinnia, and zinnia very look like echinacea. Zinnia, one of the easiest plant to grow. It's annual, of course, but one of the easiest plant to grow from seed. I never have problem. They're all these ones, it's they reseed themselves. I do not plant them purposely, they're just reseed themselves, and they're growing tall and just receding and receding itself. Beautiful flowers. Well, I think that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Oh, look at how I'm gonna show you something. Another invasive plant, salvia. This is black and blue salvia, growing and spreading invasively. If you want to have something that will take over your garden space, this is plant to plant. First year it will be innocent, it will be small, it'll be slow. After that, there will be growing by runners. This beautiful plant, no kidding, it's grow very tall and it's grow very beautiful, but it will be poking everywhere. So I leave few here kind of in the back plan. I don't want to let them go in front because it will just cover all my other plants. It's really invasive. Right? And Cannas plants, you can see their leaves green and that reddish, kind of purplish color. There will not bloom as much. This one, orange yellow, is blooming right now because it has the most sun out of all of them. But rest of it will be just as a growing leaves. Maybe there will bloom only once because it don't have enough sun. This tree, live oak, it's shading them big time. So basically I'm growing them as a kind of interesting backup leaves all the way in the back. But yeah, if I want to have much more blooms out of them, I need to plant them in more sun. Now this Cannas, my friend was sharing with me, this Cannas growing and spreading like unreal. Like I think it's one of the old types that love to grow profusely and spreading big time. So yeah, it's overtaken. But that one with the purple leaves, it's I bought it from Lowe's kind of a few years ago. It does spreading, but much slower, and it's blooming. If it's I plant that one and this with green ones at the same sun level, that purple one will be blooming much stronger and much longer. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Have an amazing day and see you next time. Bye.